All right, I think we're streaming. To do y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a podcast episode. This is a virtual podcast episode with the boy DJ Jesse, and we
Yo,
got
yo.
AB here. First time trying this, so if we mess up, or I don't even know if this is gonna go out live, but we for sure just trying it out today. Just doing a quick little 1:30 in the morning podcast. Yeah, man. But I think so, dude. I was finding. So we're just gonna talk a little bit uh, since it's a test podcast, and if it does go out, hopefully it's a good conversation. But
Yeah,
I, I, I'm finding, I don't know about you, right? But at night, it's a little bit better for me because the kids are asleep, everybody's asleep, and I feel like I can actually have some like self time, if that makes sense.
yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if you saw that I did a little video the other day. I'm I get scared, bro, to go to sleep. And it's not like I'm not like a little kid, like scared of the dark or nothing. But I'm scared to go to sleep every night because once I close my eyes, once I fall asleep, my day ends. And I just have this, it's not a phobia, it's just like this maybe anxiety that I feel like I like it runs through my mind, did I do enough today? Did I do productive things today? Was I a good dad today? Like if I yelled at my kids or like was a little bit corrective with
Yeah,
them,
bro.
I rerun it in my mind and I'm like, maybe I could have handled that differently. And I don't know if
Yeah,
you get
bro,
go
for
through that, bro.
sure. Yeah, no, well, I do go through that, but I do agree that uh like was I good? Did I show up today? Like, you know what I mean?
Damn, bro, that
Like
shot. Yeah, you put it.
and
You articulated better than me.
and I don't like what you are explaining is anxiety, because anxiety is just fear of the unknown. And in your head, like what you're saying is that you don't know if you were a good dad today. Maybe because like somebody didn't tell you, but I do think that um like that's one thing that we struggle with. Like we I mean, I don't know about you, but like for me, sometimes we need that, hey, like, you did good today. Especially like when you're beating yourself up about it, like, I did get mad at my kids, or like I did say this, and I feel like I did hurt my daughter's feelings or whatever. Or even like your wife, like, man, like I could have done this around the house, you know what I mean? And like I'm gonna be honest, bro, like I didn't do chores today, but I didn't beat myself up, and I won't really beat myself up about it because maybe not maybe, but like I performed in a different aspect. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
made dinner or lunch that my wife didn't have to go out her way to do. You know what I mean? And those are like basic chores that we should be doing as like men or providers of our family. But yeah, bro, like we
bro.
can't beat ourselves up about it. You know what I mean?
Do you think? Do you think doing providing? Do you think providing is a bare minimum task as a man? Do you think a man should go a little bit more above and beyond? Like, I know that in many in the patriarchy or the common maybe amongst Mexican Hispanic households is like the man shouldn't touch dishes or shouldn't touch a mop, things of that nature, right? Like,
Yeah, bro. I don't believe in that,
no,
bro.
yeah,
Nah, I don't believe in that because like um I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like my wife brings home half the bread. You know what I mean? And like she actually shows up and she provides just as much as I do. You know what I mean? She's equal provider for my kids. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We both pay the bills, but um, don't get me wrong, bro. Like um, the way I see it is like I'm still the man of the house, and bro, like if say for example the shower was to bust open right now, who's your wife gonna go? Who's your under your roof right now? Who's gonna look up to like who, hey, how do we fix this? You know what I mean? Like are we just sitting ducks like, oh well, I guess we have a leak in our house? No, they're gonna go to the man. They're gonna go to the man of the house. You know what I mean? Hey, come fix this. Like,
yeah.
and then which should be you. You know what I mean? So
So do
I
you have like
do.
a different level of expectation for her on her role? See, the way I always describe it is like It's not that some a lot of women take it as, oh, like men think they're better, or in a
Yeah,
dynamic of that of under a household, right? But I always describe
yeah,
it's not that it's better or worse or whoever's top or bottom. It's a role that we all have to play, right? The
yeah.
batter can't be the pitcher at the same time. Batter has to be a batter when it's necessary,
When
and then
necessary.
outfield and third base. That's how I always describe that analogy. So do you think that, like, not, I guess not in a personal level, but more generally speaking, do you think uh a woman should be held to like their own role as well, or they have a role in your sense?
Um, so like I do think that women do have a role because, bro, like I can't do what my wife does. She's and I think her role, uh, I'm just gonna speak from my wife and like my household, right? Um, in my opinion, my wife's role is to make this house a home. You know
Eesh,
what I
that's
mean?
what I always say.
Yeah. If she can make this house a home, and then I can provide, I can protect, and I can like move forward on for the next step. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, man, I just like I, I I do also understand that there's the single mothers out there, or like the Miss Independent, and that's cool, right? But I do agree. I do believe that there has to be some type of masculine figure in women's life. And
Yeah.
I'm not like throwing shade to any of the single moms because my wife was a single mom at one point, but I do believe that there has to be some type of male order or male figure in uh, a women's life to not push, like just to be there, like some
Like
type
maybe
of support.
direct
You know what I mean?
or like lead, I guess.
Yeah, like maybe just to like to support, honestly, like just to
Okay.
be there, to assist or to support is the best way that I could
I
say
like
it.
what you were saying earlier, bro. Like I fully believe that a woman, I don't even think women really understand that the power that they hold of making a house into a home, of making kids and a man feel wanted, feel enabled, feel nurtured. Like
Yeah,
that in
bro.
and of itself, bro, is like a God-given power. Just like
Yeah,
men have this God-given power that we're just naturally, biologically stronger than men, sorry, than women. We have our like bone density, muscles growth. And so like we're meant to embody that protecting role or provision role for the younger kids and for women. So this, in that same aspect, I think that women also have like that powerful role in making or breaking a man, or in um creating greatness in kids. And I
yeah, for
think,
sure, bro.
like, and men too,
And we
of
and
course.
we say kids because like it's your family, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's who you're raising together, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
It's a
bro.
powerful role, man, and I think the dynamic is good. But I like how you were saying, like, no shade to any single moms or anything like that. But I like how you were saying that. I think everybody. I'm sorry. I believe women and men, but let's stay on the topic real quick. Women do need, like, I believe they do need a masculine figure, a male role model, and then so do men. Though men need a masculine energy or masculine support system as well. I believe it. Like that's where you see this a lot in church groups. They have like men's, not men's outreach, but men's
Gatherings,
gatherings, I
groups, yeah.
guess, groups. Sometimes you'll see them separate. Men go this way, women go that way. That way they can kind of let out whatever they've been feeling, or kind of resonate with each other, or relate with each other, whatever the word is. But yeah, man, I think in some form, one way or another, just like we all, as faith believers, right? We believe that God
Right.
is a masculine role. I think that's why we need powerful, we need leader. uh, derived men, leadership,
Yeah.
that know their role, that are sure of themselves and confident in themselves as well. You know?
Yeah, and I do believe that it should also be the biblical standard too. You know what I mean? Like the man is the man, and the the woman is the wife is the woman. You know what I mean? That's why I say like the wife has to make the house feel like a home, and then the man should do anything he can to protect, his family and
Yeah.
provide for his family.
In this age, bro, it's funny that we're just like randomly talking about this, but in this age, I really think in some of my most previous podcasts, I've had podcasts with my friend Marco and my cousin Ralph, and we were kind of on this wave where it was like masculinity over feminism type of vibes, and I, like we a lot of the podcasts were just kind of like, man, women, to keep it in better words, like women ain't much, or these women these days um you know aren't very valuable. I'm trying to keep it like PG-13, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I know what you're trying to say.
But just like shit, bro. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, bro. Just say it, bro.
Nah, bro. But no, so like that was kind of like the vibe, right? But I now have kind of not twisted. I think it's still the same principle, but I've now seen that the root problem or cause is women are right. Men ain't shit, bro. Like men ain't shit these days too, because in order like there's a lot of women that need leading. There's a lot of kids that are doing bad things out there that need leadership, and that all falls on the role of a man, bro. And it's tough. It's tough to raise kids. It's tough to make the decision to stay for the kids or to stay with the kids. Like how many men said, you know what, that ain't mine or that ain't me. You can have that life, single mom status. You know what I mean? And they left. And then the kids didn't reach out to their dad till they were like 18, 20, 30 years old. But that man chose to say, this ain't my life. Like I ain't down to take care of a kid. I ain't fit to take care of a kid. And that created like a broken home. But imagine if he would have stood. There's a lot of ways that can go. What if he would have stood, and since he wasn't truly ready, he created an even
Yeah,
worse home than leaving? Or what if he would have just manned up? He stood, swallowed his pride, learned how to work on himself in a healthy manner, and created a very great kid, a scientist, an astronaut, or whatever this society
yeah, bro,
deems
for
worthy.
sure.
You know what I mean? And I think all that comes from the strength of the leadership of a man in a household.
Yeah, and I do think it's time for a lot of like, you know, man, this is tough to say, bro, but this is really tough to say, but I think it's time for like a lot of boys to step up as men, bro,
Definitely.
and like
Definitely,
just
bro.
step up, man, because if I can do it, bro, like anybody can do it. But at the same
Yeah.
time, like you don't people don't see it like me. You don't see it like me. But that's why the world, or I guess society, is like this, because there's not enough guys like us telling other guys, hey bro, like you gotta step it up, man. Like you gotta lead your family, bro. You gotta get into the word, you gotta get to church, bro. You gotta take your family to
Yeah.
church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta make sure that you're there at church on Sunday, bro.
I think you're right, bro. You probably know people just like me that have been in and out of the prison system or, menace to society, right? And they're
Julian the Menace.
Julian the Menace, yeah, with this flip phone. These people are gang members or maybe well-known gang members in that society in prison or county jail, whatever, right? And they're tough and they can fight, but they are not good dads or never seen their
Yeah.
kids, you know what I mean? And that's like such a crazy mindset to me, that I know quite a few of these type of dudes. And no matter how good you can fight, bro, no matter how many tattoos you have, no matter how your homies think of you in prison, like I think you ain't shit, right? And
Yeah, bro.
like because you chose to not take care of your kids because there's somebody else
Yeah.
having to take care of your kids because I see your baby mama on Facebook struggling, bro, to take care of your kids while you're out there being a gang leader, like throwing it up or whatever. Like, nah, you're not ain't shit, bro. Like you ain't shit. It's I think
Yeah.
the stronger thing to do is to stick by your kids. Maybe you don't have to stick by the woman, but stick by the kids one way or another, man. Let it be known that you're
And
the
raise
strong.
good people. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Like you have to. And I think, it's like what you said earlier. I think, yeah, I think the message that I want to push into my content or in my podcast content is men need to step up, bro. Like men need to step up to the plate. Stop being low level. Stop being the bar is way too low. Like we need to set men as a whole need to set the bar up here for the future men, for the future sons, the future
Yeah, bro.
generation.
And as a like I have my son, right? And he knows that I have a high standard and I'm rough on him but because like I'm not raising weenies, bro.
Like
And
those-
at the same time that we're setting the standard for men and for boys, even his friends, bro, like his friends know like how hard on him, but because I have, hey, if you're gonna be like associated with me and the way that I'm raising my son and my kids, then you gotta follow this standard too. Because like, bro, I'm not gonna have you be hanging around with my son if you're gonna be acting up like that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I'm gonna call you out on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be the first one to say, hey, like, hey, that's not right. This is the way we do it.
yeah,
And if you don't have like another man who showed you like the right way, I'll be glad to show you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And maybe my way is not the right way, but you still have like a male in your life who's gonna
for sure.
like tell you that's right and that's wrong. And at the same time, since I'm a girl dad, I'm also setting the standard for the girls. You know what I mean? Like, hey, a man has to provide for you and your family. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta let my little girls know that a man's role is to be the protector, be the provider, and not to settle
Yeah.
for anything less than that. You know what I mean?
I want to touch on that, bro. Uh, I think, and I'm still learning this, of course, but I think the role of a father when it comes to the father daughter, the common conception is, oh, like she has him wrapped around her finger. He's a sucker for her, and it's cute, right? And it can be uh, admirable to see that type of
Yeah,
dynamic,
yeah.
but I
And I'm like,
also
heck yeah, bro. It's like, yeah,
but I also think, bro, I also think that maybe not to the same level as the boys, but I do think that dads need to have that firmness with the daughters as well. Maybe not the same level. You can never hold a woman and a man to the same equality, even though people want equal rights. I don't think you can ever
yeah,
hold them to the same standard. But I do think men need to be a little bit more ballsy or firm when it comes to say no to their daughters. If not, you're just gonna
oh
raise a,
yeah,
a, a
bro.
pick me princess that never
Yeah,
knows how.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like the world,
yeah,
she
bro.
thinks
And
she can't
and
say
that's
be
what I
said no
say,
to.
bro. I say like my kids, they all get the same treatment, but like both of my girls, right? I tell them
Hmm.
they're daddy's baby. I'm like, oh, you're
Yeah,
daddy's baby because they're girls,
yeah,
right?
of course.
But bro, don't get it twisted. They all get the same treatment. Hey,
Yeah,
you got to clean up your toys. You made a mess. You got to clean up. When it's time to eat, you got to eat. None of this candy stuff. Like, no, bro. Like, I'm very like stern with them, but
yeah,
they know like, but there's a fine line between being stern and like, hey, come here, daddy loves you. I want to give you a hug. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, there's that, bro. Like, there's that love in there.
Do you find it sometimes difficult to play with? And I've said this in a previous podcast, and I don't know if it's the right words or maybe it doesn't sit right with everybody, but to learn when to switch off the feminine and masculine energy within you tor- towards or for your daughter. So if your daughter wants to play around, like you can basically be, and I say this feminine side because this has feminine attributes or characteristics, but tune into your femininity, be a little bit more softer, more affectionate, play Barbies if she wants to paint your nails. Sometimes
Yeah,
some people
bro.
see that as feminine. Do you find that like hard to switch between I'm a masculine man or I can be feminine with you for a little bit?
Yeah, bro. Like you said, for a little bit, like they know that if they want to put makeup on daddy or they want to paint daddy's nails, that's cool. Like that's fine. Like, I'm gonna play
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
I'll lay down on the floor with you, but I'll put you on my back and we can brush my hair, do whatever you want. That's fine. You want to play makeup, you can put makeup on me. And I always say, like, makeup is not to look pretty, makeup is to look fancy. And
Oh, okay.
that is like in itself, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not teaching them, oh, I need something else to look pretty. I'm teaching them, oh, makeup's for fancy. Like we dress up, we like to
Yeah.
dress up.
Yeah.
And but yeah, bro, like they know, like I think that comes with like self identity and how that I guess how I'm raising them. Like they know, Dad, I'm a girl, or Dad, I'm a boy. Like you're a boy, like
Like they know
that's
the
for
boundaries
girls.
basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, and like yeah. So
Yeah, I had seen. I
um,
think you shared something. I don't know if it was you or me, but basically, it's a picture is like saying, "Do you think this is right or wrong for a girl? I'm sorry, a dad to take his daughter into the men's restroom or to have to walk into the women's restroom?" What's your thoughts on that, bro?
yeah, it was a. I'll take it always varies on the situation and like the location and stuff.
Makes sense.
Um, I was at HEB the other day, and HEB is like a bigger place, right? Like, so it has a bigger restroom that can hold more females, right? Compared to during the week, I was also at Chick Fil A. So at Chick Fil A, my little daughter, and the little one, she doesn't really know, but the 4 year old, she knows. Like, I only go into the girls. I only go into the girls. So, um, the little one, she's kind of potty training, and like when she needs to go, she goes. So I'll take her to the men's restroom and like I'll clean the whole place. I tell her don't touch anything, like everything's gross.
Yeah,
Don't
dude.
touch anything,
For real.
and
I
she
just put
knows like
put a
she
bunch of
won't touch
toilet
it,
paper everywhere. Use that as much as you
dude,
need to.
everywhere. Yes, bro. And but I'll take her because like she can't put that in her head. She just knows, oh, I go to the potty, you know. But the 4 year old, she knows I only go to the girls' potty.
Mhm.
And so, man, and if I have to take her to the men's, I'll take her to the men's. But I don't struggle with like when I carry her into the men's restroom, it's like I'll carry her real quick and we'll walk straight into a stall. And I'm like full dad mode. I'm walking, it's like speed walking because I need to make sure that they go to the potty, that they don't have accidents,
For
right?
sure.
I want to avoid an accident, especially if I'm like out somewhere, like at a grocery store, and I didn't bring any backup clothes or anything, right? Um, so I don't mind like just taking them real quick into the men's, but if I have the opportunity to use like a family restroom or it's a small restroom and I knock, right, and I say hello, is anybody in there? I don't mind, bro. Like knocking. Like I've even told people before at I think it was like Wendy's. We went to I walked into the girl and knocked, right? Did the same thing. Hello, is anybody in here? Hello, is anybody in here? Nobody's in there. And my 4 year old, she's catching on, like, oh, okay, I know what dad's doing now. Like, dad's just making sure nobody's in here.
Like the respect. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just watching me like as I do that. And I'm knocking, is anybody in here? And then one time, a lady, she like attempted to walk in. I said, I'm sorry, but like I told her, my daughter's going to the restroom. If you want, like, if you could just wait right outside because it kind of like bothers me. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
that
want to
you're
be in
there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And not that I'm in the wrong, but just like, dude, give me like 2 minutes and we'll be out of here. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, even at that, you don't want like for I don't know, like other
Like, you don't
purposes.
want to make
Yeah, you don't want
the
to
woman who's going to the
yeah,
girls'
be
restroom,
uncomfortable.
like, hey, this is my restroom. Who are you to tell me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to step on anybody, like cross boundaries, but I just want that like mutual respect of, hey, like, oh, he's taking his kids to the restroom, you know?
Yeah, that makes
But then
sense.
there's other people who have like told me, dude, I don't mind if somebody says, hey, I'm a girl dad in the restroom. Like, oh, like okay, that's cool, but I don't want to be flaunting that. You know, like
Yeah.
if worst comes to worst and I have to do that, I'll do that. But like,
That makes sense. So yeah, I think like worst comes to worst, or if it's like you went to like a baseball stadium and it's really packed in the girls' restroom, or vice versa, in the guys'
yeah,
restroom,
bro.
she needs to go. She needs to go. Yeah, I definitely see that. I never see like there's anything um weird with it. I think I mean, I only have one girl, so I've only ever, if I need to, just go to the guy's restroom and do something real quick. If not, her mom's always taking her, and then I think the dynamic right there between having her mom and me both helps out, right? But when she's not around, of
Yeah,
course, I
for
do a
sure.
family restroom or, try to be in the stall with her because I think, uh, in general, the men's restroom is usually less crowded than a women's restroom because women's they only have stalls, and men they can, they have the urinals.
Yeah, and then they pee all over the seat and stuff, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Freaking restrooms, both. And what I've noticed
Both,
is,
yeah,
bro,
they're both.
is like both are disgusting, bro.
Oh, bro,
It's
blood
like, yeah,
everywhere.
both restrooms. And at the end of the month, we're taking like a little family vacation type thing. And
Okay.
man, I'm probably gonna get like a Amazon little foldable potty. Just
Yeah.
I don't
Where
know,
where you
bro.
going?
Take a little San Antonio, bro.
Okay.
Just to get out of
Camping or
town,
just to
just for
kind
a
of.
little bit. Just I think we're gonna go to the zoo, and a few museums and stuff like
Nice.
that,
Yeah.
just to hang out. You know what I mean, with
Yeah,
family
bro,
and
for
just
sure.
get away for a little bit, bro.
On the idea of Amazon and pop up thing, I got this pop up changing tent because when we go to the island, bro, like I don't like paying for anything. I mean, if we're like obviously we're at a hotel, of course, right? But um I don't like paying at those accesses for showers or anything, so I go wherever it's
Yeah,
free. And sometimes wherever it's free there's nothing for you to change or nothing like that, so I got this thing on Amazon. It's just a pop-up like stand-up tent.
pop it where you put the
Yeah,
clothes
bro,
on and
yeah,
stuff.
so I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
pretty cool, man. But you can, I mean, if you wanted to, you can dig a hole and get like a
yeah.
like a little can, do the restroom
A
there,
little
worst case
toilet or
scenario.
something. Yeah,
But yeah, man,
with
I
a little
mean,
bag, put a little bit of sand in it.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, they have little bag ones for the camping. But that's cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. So kind of just to kind of run it back, I do think men play a very strong role in kids' lives, women's lives, and in other men's lives, and I think men stepping up in this generation is something that needs to be done, that needs to be had. More men needs to get with each other and like have
yeah,
conversations, vent. That is kind of like with me or people in my circle. We it's usually the gym, and that's when we vent to each other. Me and the boys, like, hey, yeah, I'm going through this again, or I'm having to deal with this lately, thinking about this business idea, and the gym is not always for everyone, but the main point I'm trying to make is I think staying in a circle amongst other
yeah. With
men is what you need.
like-minded.
That, yeah, sometimes it's
Yeah,
church.
bro.
I've seen that. I know that you have sometimes church functions too, right? Where you guys have like men's
Yeah, bro,
breakfast
for
and stuff like
sure.
that.
Like yeah, if we do men's breakfast or even just like texting, bro. Like I know, like you and I probably don't go to the gym, but like the conversations that you and I have had, it's just like through text, bro. And even then, it's like okay, like I feel like I'm not on the I'm not alone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's somebody I can relate to, and it's just like you said, it's that circle. Like, and if there's anybody else like listening, I hope nobody takes this as like a who are you guys to be telling me how to be a man, bro?
yeah,
Because that's where it starts. If you're thinking like that, then that's part of the problem.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Because this is to let anybody who's listening know that, bro, like we're all trying to figure this out. Nobody's perfect. I'm not the perfect dad. I'm not the perfect man. I'm not the perfect husband. But it's more of like, hey, this is how I'm going through it with my family, and this is what works for me. And you know what I mean? And just people you can relate to. Um, so yeah, if anybody's listening, get in the circle with your men's group, get in the circle. You don't have friends, bro, like message one of us and we'd be glad to hang out with you, talk to you, and kind of like let you know what Abraham and I stand for,
yeah. There was this group. It's kind of. I guess we're kind of gonna end it here soon. There was this group I was part of a couple years back on Facebook. You have like there's Facebook groups. This one was it was called Dad's Lives Matter, or Dad's Lives Matter Too, or something like that. And it was cool, man, because like a lot the main creator was like in this vibe, dad life, yada yada. But and then it's like people were trying to get on there and like just not so much promote, but they're like, hey guys, like, like I made a shirts or whatever, like for this group. Like if you guys want one, just let me know. And the main creator was like, nah, like it's my group. Don't be selling on here. And that's when it got weird, bro. It's like, bro, like I thought
Yeah.
we were on this together, kind of got out of that group. But I point of that is I think just like that, even if it's texting, the gym, church, like some
Hmm.
way or another, you need to stay connected with other masculine energy. And it's something that transcends. You see tribes, they have sometimes a rite of passage for a boy turning into a man, or for men to go, hunt, gather. You got gangs, and like we are talking about in the prison systems,
Yeah.
that they also have a rite of passage, or they stick with each other because they need that masculine energy, someone to keep them in line. Hey, we're gonna go over there. We're gonna go do some burpees. Like we're gonna start working out.
Yeah,
Hey, don't be
bro.
gay. Yeah, whatever they tell each other
Yeah.
in the
We're
prison
gonna
system.
sweat. We're gonna, yeah,
Yeah,
bro. We're
but
gonna just gonna
just to hold
be
each other accountable.
for sure, bro. And I think that's what it is. I think that's the main thing. Just holding each other accountable, bro.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Well, this was like a test podcast. I'm gonna see if I can send you the transcript right now, but we're gonna end it here, guys. Don't want to take too much time out of DJ Jesse's day, bro, and I gotta unwind too and try to. I'm gonna try to go to I'm trying to get like a different job, so I'm gonna try to do what's it called, like a job fair tomorrow. Hopefully that works
Okay.
out. We'll see how that happens. I mean, it's the same industry that I'm in,
Line of
call
work.
center.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I don't know. I need to get out of this place that I'm at because they changed my hours to 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., bro. And working every
Oh
Saturday
yeah, it's
almost
tough, bro.
sucks, bro. Yeah, like I don't like the fact
Yeah.
that it's dark outside. I have only 1 hour with the kids, because they go to sleep at
Yeah.
9:30 or whatever. It's not my life, man. And yeah, but anyways, so yeah,
Yeah,
man.
bro. Yeah.
Any
That's a whole different conversation, bro.
yeah, anything you want to conclude with, man? Any last message?
Uh Go ahead and follow Life with Coffee podcast. Follow Dad's Cold Brew Coffee. And thanks. We'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir. All right, bro. We're gonna end it here. Thanks everybody for watching Life with Coffee podcast. Little simple episode again. Like DJ Jesse said, follow us on our socials. We're trying to grow everything there. Life with Coffee podcast on Facebook. Every other social I have is AB956, spelled out AYEBEE, and then we got DJ Jesse. Well, I don't. He's not like that on Facebook. He's just Jesse Salazar, I believe.
Yeah,
And then
Jesse Salazar. Yeah.
Dad's Cold Brew Coffee, but. Appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all supporting. And yeah, we'll end it here, bro. I'll see if I can send you a little. I don't know. I don't think I have to edit anything, but if it looks good, send it to you, or you might get
Yeah.
a link, like you said,
We'll put it
right?
together. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
know if you see
If it
anything.
lets me do it, bro.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. All right, bro. Well, let me
Sounds
stop
good.
it here, man. All right. Have a good night.